So like I say, that was a great performance by our team. We had a lot of peaks and valleys, and we had a lot of distractions. A lot of good players, really good players, didn't play tonight, but we had some people step up and got a big win. I'll be happy to answer any questions I can. Well, this is, obviously just as good. A key road win against a good football team. It was in the playoffs last year, so we're making progress. We've got some injuries to deal with, and I'm really, really proud of our coaches and players and everybody affiliated with us right now. We're all pounding the rock and working hard. Yeah, we had several long drives tonight. We had some penalties that, even on the opening kickoff, that knocked us out of field goal position. We turned the ball over on the 1 yard line going in. Resiliency is a great word. I think mental toughness is the one we preach around here, and it's great to have players that continue to play and fight for each other and the Raiders. So it's a win our fans will be proud of, I'm sure. Well, Jacobs he got hurt early in the game and came back twice. He proved a lot tonight. He made some great runs. I thought Jalen and DeAndre picked up the slack for him, but we were persistent with it. I know they're a good run defense. No one talks about our guys up front. We're pretty good. We got some good tight ends that can really block. We got a good fullback, a great young back, and the interior of our line is quality stuff. And Trent Brown and Colt Miller, I don't know, they should get game balls. I think I'll make that decision here in front of you guys.
What was your thinking on the fake field goal?
Fake punt. We had a couple plays that we wanted to use. We were waiting for the right situation, and we trust Derek Carr. Hopefully, he takes a little better care of the ball. I almost had a breakdown there while they were reviewing that.
On that final drive, you had three different rookies, contribute. What does that say about your young guys that they were able to step up?
Yeah, I mean it's a credit to them. I think we've been, talking about our young players since they've been here, the kind of effort that they provide and the smartness that they play with. I mean, these are smart guys that are doing a lot of different things, playing tough positions. Foster Moreau at the point of attack, pass protecting, catching passes down the field. Can't say enough about the rookies. And, Farrell didn't get to go tonight. Hopefully he'll be back for Green Bay, and hopefully Isaiah Johnson and Gabe Jackson and Tyrell Williams and some others can join us because we got a good feeling going right now. Well, we got them behind in the sticks a couple times, and we got some good young players. I mean, Max Crosby's got a really good factor grade. He's batting down passes, causing fumbles. Benny Mayo has been effective. He was out last week. I thought we had some pretty good inside rushes, and all we hear about is their pass rush every day. It's great to talk about ours. Pardon me? Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was really fun. I thought the crowd was much more for the Bears, though. That really disappointed me. It's all the people in London will be back.
What did you see from Derek Carr?
Did a great job. I thought, we had a couple special plays in short yardage that were very effective today. I think probably the biggest plays of the game, and it takes a talented quarterback to pull some of those off. He made some great pinpoint throws. I don't believe he had a sack tonight. And not a lot of people can say that against that defense.
You guys all set?
All right, have a good trip home.
Everything here is nice. Wow.
Questions for Derek?
You guys don't even have to put your things up here. All right.
Obviously, a lot went wrong in the third quarter.
Yeah.
To be able to have that 97-yard drive, what does that say about this team?
We're very resilient, very tough, very competitive. Don't get it twisted. We're humans. We know everyone counted us out. We know we knew no one would pick us to win this football game, and we hadn't really proven anything for them to pick us, right? But it just shows you the grit and the determination of our young guys. I consider myself young still, even though I'm the old guy at 28 on the team. But we have a young, good football team. That defense right there, unbelievable. Probably the best I've ever played, if I'm being honest. Every play is fought for. Your mind is working constantly. People don't really see the details of things. They just kind of see a play happen. But there is such a chess match, and today was at a different level. Checking runs and doing things like that against that team, and we still felt like we left a lot of points out there. But all respect to those guys, man. It's good to see my buddy again. I'm mad that he tackled me, but it's football and it happens. But hats off to those guys. One of the best teams I've ever played. I think so, right? I honestly think they take it personal every week, But there were maybe a few times where we were in a short yardage situation or a first and goal or something like that where I said, hey, made a little comment that no one really believed in them, and had nothing to do with what I said. They're just powerful men, and they were able to make a way for Josh and DeAndre and Jalen today. I mean, my goodness, that was fun to watch. I get the best seat in the house for the Smash Mouth football. I get to hand it off. I get to watch those guys work up close and personal, and it was a lot of fun.
What happened on the fumble in the third quarter? Was it a miscommunication?
It was my fault. I'll just say it was my fault.
Josh said it was his fault.
One of us is still. I don't want to lie to you. It was one of our faults, and we'll just make sure that the young guy gets another rep at it. Yeah, he was awesome, right? When we signed 2 Browns in the offseason, right? And one is a dynamic playmaker. We all know that, right? He's amazing, great football player. But my favorite Brown was obviously Trent for obvious reasons, right? It's my wife's favorite signing also. For me to go out there and play against this defense and only be touched one time, that doesn't happen.
And on that note, Matt came back, he had a point to prove, but Brown kept him quiet tonight.
Yeah, he did a good job, and I mean, obviously Khalil got in there one time and got me. He's the best pass rusher in the world. He's gonna make his plays, especially in the run game too. He's a very strong physical player. But Trent did a fantastic job. I hope everyone sees the offensive line and the scheme that our coaches put together. They're the real MVPs of today's game or match.
A lot was made of this 48-day road trip that you guys are on, and that's been started off in Minnesota every night, put together 2 really big games. You know, this team coming together at this point.
Yeah, this is the closest team I've ever been on, to be honest with you. And I could have told you that in training camp. We spend every second that we spent not in the meeting room this week, we were at a card table all together. We were at the soccer game today all together. We were in the meal room all together. I've never seen a whole collection, a whole group of guys. I mean, we're in a huge group chat together, on our phone. Like, just the closeness and the relationships that this team has. It really shows you what kind of team that Mr. Mayock and Coach Gruden are trying to build, because super close, super resilient, super tough. I knew we were a close team, but Coach made an emphasis. We were going to have to be a close team because of our 700-day road trip.
You made history tonight in becoming the first NFL team to win a game at the Hotspur Stadium.
Wow.
I wondered what you made of the stadium, its facilities, and the atmosphere tonight.
It's everyone who's been in the Bay with us is laughing. It is first class. I will say that. We had the opportunity to sit in the chairman's box for the Bayern Munich Tottenham soccer match. Was that on Monday or Tuesday? And I mean, we walked in and there's a fireplace that I've never seen before in my life. It looked fake. You know what I mean? I was like, what is going? They're like, it's vapor. I was like, I don't even have never seen that in my life, right? And just everything was just so first class. Every little detail in every single room you go in is unbelievable. And this is definitely one of, if not the best stadiums I've ever been in my life, let alone just here. Playing in Wembley is really cool, obviously with the memories and all the different games that have been played there. But just being able to play here and be able to see what couldn't be done. It's amazing that someone's mind could do all this, right? I think that's really impressive. I'm intrigued by that. So first class, and to win here obviously feels better than the opposite.
Last week, still any players resistant to the London trip? So are more people getting sort of used to it now and happy with it?
Yeah, I think when you're the home team, I think you resist it more, right? Because home field advantage in the NFL is so crucial, if I'm being honest, right? Losing a home game, that's always hard because it really is an advantage. We came out in the stadium today and got booed, because there's 50% Bears fans, and it doesn't that part didn't feel like a home game. Now, I love the London trip, if I'm being honest with you. I love playing here. I'm a soccer fan, so it's kind of cool to me. If I got to talk to Harry Kane for a little while. I mean, that was before the game. I'm just sitting there like a little fan, like, oh my gosh, man, it's so nice to meet you. He's like, I'm a big fan of yours. I was like, what? I was like, how do you even know who we are? I was like, I play with you on FIFA. But we got to meet. I got to meet him. I mean, that's cool to me, and I think that more players are understanding that this is where the game's going, and definitely more acceptive of it. But when you're the road team, it's nice because you get all 8 home games. So I think that's the only thing when you have to come on the road, or for us, it's like an 11-hour plus trip to play a home game. That always feels weird. I don't get to sleep in my bed. I don't get to see my kids, kiss my wife. That part's a little different.
2 more, guys.
Last week you seemed to talk about there being so much adversity with the injuries and whatnot, and the suspension perfectly. Do you feel like something clicked last week? Do you carry it over to this week? It just kind of seems that way.
Are you talking about after the Colts game?
I just mean like in the game, the way that you guys overcame all
Oh.
the adversity, and you still had adversity to deal with this week. That just kind of seemed to carry over.
Yeah, I think we just have a mature young football team. To be honest, our young guys are really talented. It's really nice to have that. We're a better football team this year than we were last year. We were building. Coach Gruden was laying a foundation. Like I've told you, man, it's my 3rd time restarting in the franchise. Right? It's not fun, man. I just want to win. But the cool thing about it now is I could see it last year. I was like, man, we're going to be awesome. I know it. I know we're going to be able to play in big games and beat people. No one else saw it. No one else believed in it except the people in our building, and that's all that matters. And so I think it's carried over since last year, and I think it'll continue to grow.
Last one.
With the receivers out today, Taylor's really stepped up. Do you think you've got one of the best groups at that position in the entire league?
Absolutely. Very versatile, too. There's a lot of teams that have a few guys, but they can only do one thing really good and the other thing not so well. We have 3 guys that can do all 3 things extremely well, and that's rare. It's my 6th year in the NFL. It's hard to get 3 guys that can be on the same page like that, and do those things. So we definitely have a good group of guys at that position, very special, and they had to step up. We were shorthanded, when it comes to starters, right? But we weren't shorthanded in terms of talent. We weren't shorthanded in terms of competitiveness and want to. Yes, we made some mistakes. Yes, we'll check the film and be like, man, we could have played better. But everybody stepped up, and we were able to win a football game against a playoff football team.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.